Good afternoon. My name is Trell Anderson, and I am the Executive Director of Northwest Housing Alternatives. Welcome to our 2022 Home Sweet Home event, once more brought to you remotely, but we're hoping to see you in person in 2023. This year, we are celebrating not just an annual event, but also with reflection and gratitude of 40 years of community service. It's a 40-year celebration. I pause here for just a second and invite you. Where were you 40 years ago, and what were you doing? I'm asking to draw into focus the magnitude of time 40 years represents. For me, I was 15 years old, just trying to make it day-to-day through the halls and classroom of high school. It was my sophomore year and my first year playing football. But while I was just entering into formation of myself and just beginning to have a sense of the world around me, others here in Clackamas County, where NHA started, were organizing for community change, seeing a need for the capacity to offer homeless services to families, and taking action for the importance of nonprofit, community-based affordable housing. Some of those folks remain in contact with us today, like John Mullen, a founding board member, and Marilyn Cohen, who is our longest tenured board member. An analogy of a tree fits here in that the roots of NHA were set 40 years ago in guiding principles, economics and theories, and intention of community service. From our earliest days, we are about supporting families to move from homelessness to permanent and stable housing in Clackamas County, developing and retaining an expanding portfolio of real estate that will offer affordable housing for generations of people, programming that supports children to stay in school and graduate on time, supportive services for seniors and veterans to maintain stable housing for as long as it is needed, creating and maintaining housing options for people with disabilities. We are about the stewardship of resources for the benefit of people with limited incomes, management integrity and excellence, and reflective and humble service to others. While so much has changed in the past 40 years, and particularly recognizing the major changes in the last 3 years, these themes were carried forward over time by Diane Luther and Martha McLennan, both executive directors of NHA before me, but they remain true to this day. Over the past 40 years, the talented and dedicated staff members of NHA have helped hundreds of families and their children transition from homelessness to safe and secure, stable housing. They have helped thousands of residents retain long-term housing stability with supportive services, saving millions of dollars in rent payments compared to living in market rate housing. We have so many partners and so many people who have been supportive of us all through the years, including individual donors, different local companies, foundations, public and elected officials, people and relationships that are both new to us and those who have been with us for a long time. Our staff and our partners have grown and diversified. The number of housing opportunities we offer continues to expand as we will grow in the coming years from a portfolio of roughly 2,000 units today to 3,000 units across the state planned within the next 3 years. Today and throughout our history, this work would not be possible without you. So we're so happy that you're joining us today. We're deeply grateful for your investment and support of our work over the years and your continued belief in our mission to provide opportunity through housing. I hope you will enjoy our program, which highlights many of those who have helped us along our journey. Thank you so much for being here. To kick off our program today, I'd like to introduce Bob Walsh, co-founder and board chair of Walsh Construction Company, one of our longest and most supportive partners throughout NHA's 40-year history. Walsh Construction is a presenting sponsor of today's event.
Good afternoon. My name is Bob Walsh, Walsh Construction Company. We're delighted to be here this afternoon and talk about our 40-year history with NHA. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to build a significant number of projects together. We've built 23 projects, numbering slightly over 1,000 units scattered throughout the state of state of Oregon. NHA has been a great group to work with, and we've had a strong history of working together with a great organization, and the mission is exactly aligned with that of Walsh Construction Company, which is to help people to build communities and to make the cities in which we live better for all. At Walsh, we continually talk about partnering with owners we trust and respect, and NHA fits that bill exactly. The trust and the relationship has been incredibly strong. We have great faith in their abilities to get financing, and they equally have the faith in our ability to be able to produce cost-effective projects on time and on budget. The challenges we collectively face, which affect not only NHA and Walsh, but affect the entire affordable housing world, are how to produce more units quickly and more cost effectively. NHA, and especially with Trell, have taken a very strong stand in trying to be as efficient as we possibly can in unit design and unit construction, and not sacrificing quality whatsoever. As a side note, to the 1,000 units that we've built together, all are still functioning, standing, and we've resited one or two of them, but other than that, they're doing well. So not compromising anything on quality, but to make sure that we can produce units as cost effectively as possible. So all is good about what we've done in the past, but now what do we do in the future? The challenges facing us are enormous. One just needs to walk down the streets of downtown Portland and sees the product of homelessness, drug abuse, of mental illness, and the need is going to get greater, not diminish. Together we need to find both financial resources and a more expeditious way to deliver a product, and I'm highly confident with the NHA team and the great leadership at NHA that will judiciously approach the problem and figures out effective ways to solve it.
Next, we'll hear from Margaret Salazar, our Regional Administrator of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, and a longtime affordable housing advocate. She's been an ally and a friend to the organization for many years, and we're honored to include her in today's presentation.
Hello, I'm Margaret Salazar, and I'm HUD Regional Administrator serving the Pacific Northwest and representing HUD in Idaho, Oregon, Alaska, and Washington, serving the Biden administration. And I'm thrilled to be here with you today to celebrate Northwest Housing Alternatives' 40th anniversary. Housing is my passion, and I know you're passionate about it too, which is why I'm so excited to be part of this celebration and commemoration today. 40 years, that's a lot to fathom. Think about all our region has gone through in the last 40 years. Tremendous population growth and change. Changes to our economy, changes in our timber economy, changes in our technology economy. The tragic rise in unsheltered homelessness throughout our region. Newcomers that we're welcoming to our region, and a long overdue grappling with the legacy of institutional racism. We've been through a lot, but we've also learned a lot, and we've made great strides. Through all of that, Northwest Housing Alternatives has been leading from the front. You've put your shoulder into innovation and change with tremendous results. Whether it's bridging the urban and rural divide and working across the state to deliver affordable housing solutions. Using new financial tools, including low-income housing tax credits, which were new when Northwest Housing Alternatives came onto the scene. Advocating for new funding from the state, from the region, and from the city. I remember working with Northwest Housing Alternatives on the early stages of the LIFT program at the state, and you've been able to use that with beautiful and tremendous results. The work that you've done to lead energy efficiency and to lead with resident experiences and resident voices at the center has been an inspiration to all of us in the affordable housing arena. I know that our elected leaders have taken notice as well. We were thrilled to be able to welcome HUD Secretary Marcia Fudge to visit Walsh Commons with Northwest Housing Alternatives earlier this year. She came away, as did our congressional delegation, impressed and honored to have a chance to talk with your residents and to understand your vision for leading the way in providing affordable housing, integration of homelessness services and housing, and listening to the needs and voices of your residents. Northwest Housing Alternatives will continue to be a beacon of hope, leading with racial equity and inclusion for the housing that our region so desperately needs. So please join me in thanking Northwest Housing Alternatives for your leadership and celebrating this incredible milestone. Congratulations.
During this next segment, we'll hear from many of our closest supporters and community organizations and former board and staff members as we reflect on NHA's 40-year history. We're so grateful for our community and the numerous organizations and individuals that have made NHA into what it is today.
Greetings, my name is John Mullen. I'm a founding board member of NHA, and I'm pleased to be able to offer my congratulations to NHA on achieving yet another milestone in its long history. When we first established NHA, we had a vision of affordable housing, special needs housing, and opening up Clackamas County's first emergency family shelter. I have to say that my expectations have been met and exceeded over the years, and I'm very proud of the work NHA has done. I would just say that the work was not done by any one individual, but the staff over the years, the board leadership, the work that we have done collaboratively with our partners, including funding and strong community support. As we go forward into the future, I'm looking forward to more success on the part of NHA.
Hi, I'm Diane Luther, and I was the executive director of NHA from 1991 to 2002. During that time, we emerged as a key leader in Oregon's nascent community development movement. We developed about 11 apartment projects for residents with low incomes and about 60 properties for people with disabilities around the state. We also expanded and remodeled the Annie Ross House, and we created the Clackamas Community Land Trust, now part of Proud Ground. NHA was built on a foundation of caring for those most in need. And as I wrap up my career in affordable housing and ending homelessness in California and Oregon, I am so proud and happy to see how NHA has strengthened and fulfilled that commitment over 40 years. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, NHA, on 40 years of providing homes and opportunities across Oregon. I want to especially appreciate the staff, the board, and all of the partners who made this work so successful. I know that it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of skill, and especially a lot of caring about the people that NHA serves. So, congratulations again, and I'm looking forward to many more successes in the future.
Congratulations to Northwest Housing Alternatives and 40 years of service to our great state of Oregon and its residents. Your work is so important, and I can't tell you how excited I am to work with you and support you for the next 40 years as you do the hard work of bringing safe, affordable housing to the residents of this wonderful state. Thank you.
Hello, NHA. Happy 40th anniversary. I bring you greetings from the Housing Authority of Washington County, where I am Housing Director. I've had the distinct honor of working with NHA staff and 3 directors over the years. First, Diane Luther, who I worked with on deals Bend, Hermiston in Eastern Oregon, and lots of deals here in the Portland metro area. Same with Martha McLennan and my dear friend Trell, who I've done some exciting and tough deals with. Happy anniversary. Here's to your next milestone. Thank you.
Now we'll hear a conversation between Natalie Thompson, NHA's Director of Programs and Equity, and Victoria Ray, who serves on the NHA Board and our Resident Advisory Council. We're thrilled to include their perspectives as a staff member and a resident.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Thompson, she, her pronouns, and I'm the Director of Programs and Equity here at NHA.
Hi, my name is Victoria Ray, she, her pronouns, and I am on the Board of Directors. Why do you do the work you do?
Why do I do the work that I do? That's such a good question. I think I do the work that I do because I'm called to do it. There's something that I really want to be of service to others. And I think it's important that when you're called to do something, that you really step into it. But I think what makes it really amazing is that I get to do it for an organization like NHA. And so with NHA, we're looking at folks who are coming out of being experiencing homelessness to a temporary stable situation to then permanent housing with supportive services. And I think it's so important to work for an organization that sees that there is need for service at every stage. And even beyond that, folks can always remain connected to us and our services here. And there's also an opportunity for residents to then engage with the services that we do have here in terms of being able to talk about what their needs are and really be stewards of their own self-sufficiency. As a resident here at one of NHA's properties, what is that like for you?
Wow. The first thing I have to say is that these properties are just incredible. I have to admit that these are some of the best managed and the most supportive properties that I have actually ever seen. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on the board. I'm actually saying that because I have seen the change in people that live in our properties. And I've experienced that change in actuality. I, like everyone, you have moments, things happen in your life. And I have experienced NHA actually helping me get over those humps. What do our services mean to the larger community?
So I think the services mean different things to different folks who are participating in services with NHA. And so, we have folks who are from a number of different identities. Our goal is to build community. Our goal is to turn this, housing option to a home, something stable, an opportunity to continue to build that stability and to build self-sufficiency. And we do that by understanding who we're serving. And so we have, we can do surveys and we can do a number of things, but making that one-on-one connection with residents, I think, is the most important. But for me, I would love to hear, what do the services mean to community from your perspective?
Well, I'll be honest with you. One of the most exciting things that has happened is we have a young woman who was unemployed, single mother, and she was going through a CNA program. She was struggling to understand or to come up with the funding to actually pay for those scrubs that they wear. NHA came through.
Right on time.
And not only did they come through to help her with that, they helped her with her CPR certification. And I'm going to tell you that young lady is now in nursing school. Yes. Yes, it's not just a safe place to live. It is a place that you can grow and you can step up.
I would really like to hear from you. What do you think is the future of NHA? Where do you see NHA going?
Well, one of the things I'd like to see NHA do is have all of the services offered at all of the properties.
Okay.
For example, if we have a family property that has an after-school program, I would love to see that at all of the properties. Or if we have a gardening program, I'd love to see that at the properties.
I love to garden.
Yes, I do. But what do you think?
Actually, I'm in complete agreement
Okay.
with you. And so, as the director of programs now, I'm really looking at how we are going to replicate services across our properties. And so we have the expansion of our Supporting Educational Success Initiative, which is amazing. We're looking at expanding our climate resiliency initiatives, and what does that look like? We're really starting with the air conditioning project, and we're doing that across the entire state of where we have all of our properties. So that, what you're looking for is definitely in alignment with what the goals we have right
Excellent.
now. So I love a good synergy.
Yes.
Like for you to go from a resident to a resident advisory council to a board member?
It's been an amazing experience, and it continues to be an amazing experience. I did not think all of this was going to happen. I was just actually happy to be on the Resident Services Committee so that I could say, hey, can we help this person get this? And now as a board member, it's phenomenal, because now I can actually say, let's look at the big picture. I've got some bigger ideas. Do they fit? Can we do them? It's phenomenal.
And as a board member, you get to be part of the decision making.
Yes, that's phenomenal as well. Being able to say, I vote yes, that's a feeling.
Hello, I am Kathy Swift, a longtime donor to Northwest Housing Alternatives. I want to offer my congratulations to NHA for 40 years of incredible service to our community. I know every dollar that I have donated has been well invested. I want to thank each and every employee, board member, volunteer, and donor. Together, we're creating homes and making a difference for our community. Thank you.
Elisa Harrigan. I am a program officer with Meyer Memorial Trust. Congratulations, Northwest Housing Alternatives, on your 40th anniversary. I've had the pleasure of partnering with you for nearly a decade on several projects across the state, providing services to folks experiencing homelessness, stability with housing, equity work, and really just providing an amazing opportunity for folks to call home throughout Oregon. We are very lucky to have you as neighbors across many communities throughout the state. Congratulations.
Happy 40th anniversary, NHA, and thank you for housing our communities.
Greetings, everybody. My name is Andrea Bell. Be her pronouns. I am the Executive Director of Oregon Housing and Community Services. It is good to be in virtual community with you today. I'm here to offer congratulations to Northwest Housing Alternatives on your 40-year anniversary and the incredible work done to provide affordable housing options to families, seniors, and people with disabilities across Oregon. Obviously, this is part of the broader commitment to our beloved communities that I know we all hold. The work together to create more systemic, sustainable, and equitable housing solutions requires all of us. I want to appreciate the partnership with Northwest Housing Alternatives in both creating and preserving affordable housing and addressing and serving our people experiencing homelessness through emergency shelter and permanent supportive housing. These are both critical solutions as part of the broader housing continuum, and we look forward to their continued work in partnership with OHCS and so many of you today. This is work that is both sustainable, it is systemic, and it works across the housing continuum. Again, I want to thank you for the work that you do and for the partnership. We look forward to continuing to partner to ensure every single person across the state of Oregon has a safe, healthy, and stable place to call home.
Now we'll hear from Stephen Fan, NHA's board president. You may remember Stephen from previous Home Sweet Home events. He'll take a few minutes here this year to share his perspective on NHA's impact in the community.
Hi, my name is Stephen Fan. I currently serve as board president on NHA's board of directors. I serve because I believe everyone deserves a safe and stable place to call home. Over the past 40 years, Northwest Housing Alternatives has worked hard to ensure that low-income seniors, veterans, and families have access to safe and affordable housing. This is a huge accomplishment. I personally have seen what the difference this makes in people's lives. Safe and stable housing is the first building block to many other opportunities. When we have a home, we can eat healthier, we sleep better, we can pursue our goals, and bring our best selves to work and school. The need for more affordable housing across the state is immense, and NHA has a robust pipeline of new homes to build. I'm asking you to join me in supporting this work. This work provides the foundation necessary for people to thrive. NHA also supports our residents to meet them where they are in meeting their goals. This year, NHA has launched a new program to help students with their education. By the end of the school year, 99% of our kids in the program are going to be on track to move on to the next grade level. Your donation supports this program and other services that we use to create a vibrant and resilient community that'll go on for another 40 years. Coming together today, we can make a difference in the lives of families experiencing homelessness, hardworking people looking for a safe place to call home, and seniors in need of an opportunity to age in place. Please give to NHA today. Thank you.
We'd like to say thank you to our sponsors. We could not do this event without you. Your contributions support the many critical programs and services we provide to our residents and shelter guests. Presenting sponsor is Walsh Construction Company. Chocolate souffle sponsor is LMC Construction. Our truffle sponsors are BDA Architecture and Planning, Cascade Management, Income Property Management, KeyBank, PNC Bank, Princeton Property Management, and Umpqua Bank. Our Mousse au Chocolat sponsors are the Network of Oregon Affordable Housing, Enterprise Community Investment, Cantor Taylor, Carlton Hart Architecture, MWA Architects, Care Oregon, Nonstop Wellness, Bremick Construction, Wells Fargo, and Northwest Natural.